Hey guys, welcome back to the garage. Hope everyone's had a good week so far. I hope you've had been able to get a good little bit of bench time in as well. Before I get into this, guys, because I find this kit very intriguing, I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to get a bench talk in this week. We got a lot of stuff going on. We got some family coming in and things. So I wanted to make sure I mention this again. And this is for the Charity Car Show's first annual model car show at Apollo Career Center, 3325 Shawnee Road, Lima, Ohio, from 10 to 3. Now, they've had this car show, the real car show, for, I guess, a good little while now, but this will be the first time we've had a model car show there. Of the 20 tables that they've had available for vendors, I guess 14 are spoken for, so there should be some really cool stuff there, some old kits, parts, all kinds of stuff there going on. So just wanted to do a reminder on this, guys. Sunday, June 30th, I am planning on being there. So if anybody is in the area that's watching, wants to come out, have a good time, I'm going to try to get some footage of the model car show and the some of the real cars outside. I guess they also have a craft show also in conjunction with that. So there's all the, if you want to pause on that, there's all the categories right there. It is $2 per model entered, and registration ends at 12:30 on that, and then the judging will be sometime thereafter in the awards. So if you guys can, come on out to that, check it out. Got a model car show and a real car show in conjunction together there, so I think it's going to be a great time. All right, now get into this, guys. I wasn't sure how I wanted to approach all this, but so I'm just going to dive into it here. Found this on eBay. I did a bid on it. It was factory sealed, as the description said, factory sealed kit. And I actually got this for what I figure a decent price. I mean, for what it is, after the shipping and tax and everything, that's for around $65. So I guess figure just about an average, and it was actually coming in a little bit less than the other ones that I was seeing on eBay. But I got to looking at this kit, and a couple of things on the box art itself intrigued me, because I had seen the box art from these other kits with the same box art on it. So the first thing that threw me off, guys, as I was comparing different kits and scrolling back and forth, was the kit number. This has a kit number of GC300. Now, my friend Chip Decker has graciously loaned me one of his kits of this that is known to be from the mid-70s. So it's the same. You see here, appears as the same box art. Color's a little more different on this one than this one. But check out this part number, guys, the kit number, GC1300. So that right there puzzled me, because I just did, for curiosity's sake, I did a search on that, and I just pulled up vintage Johan kit, kit number GC300. And every time, guys, this is what came up, the Chrysler turbine car. So that's very interesting. You see right there, GC300. And then again, as I understand, this would denote the price of the kit, but that's GC300. So I'm like, well, you got two totally different cars with the same kit number. So I had to do a little bit further digging. And it didn't take me long after I went ahead and bid on this and actually won it that I got to noticing that this stuff, there's something definitely different about this one. A couple other differences here real quick, guys. It's a lot of information, but I'm going to try to get in so I don't drag this video out too long, and you guys don't have to hear me endlessly ramble. So we're just going to go, we'll start with the known 1970s box. And if you look right here, you got the Johan Models Inc. with the address right here in Detroit, Michigan, on this side of the box. But on this side of the box, of the one that I just got, none of that is here. It's all gone. And some of you big-time Johan fans may already know about this and have this figured out, but we're going to keep digging in here and show you what I have discovered after I actually open the box up. And then something else to show you the differences again, on the known 1970s box, you've got this box art of Chicago, New York, and Los Angeles police departments. And here you say you may also build a Sheriff Road Patrol version. Well, on this one, that's all gone. Not even there. So we've got three major differences. We've got a kit number, we've got no address down here, and we've got some print that is missing from the box. And another small detail, on the original, or I should say original, I should say that from the known 70s box, this just says by Johan. Nothing in there, nothing around it. But if you look at this one, you've got by Johan with a little registered mark right here. So that's another difference on this kit. So I said, you know what? We got to find out what this is. And I wanted to build this anyway, so I didn't really care how old or whatever it is, or even maybe if I find out it to be rare, I don't really care, because I do eventually want to build this kit. I've looked for this for quite a while. I was finally able to get my hands on it. And we're going to just take a look at this here. While we've got this one here, we'll just take a look at it real quick. This is Chip's car. It is molded in white. He loves the ones molded in white. So that's the one he definitely hangs on to. And of course the glass. And then I'm going to pull these out because there's something about the instructions that we're going to compare with this one here. So I'm going to leave these out of the box for now. But this is just basically, it's still got the chrome tree intact, and then other parts bagged up, and then just your other parts. So it is a complete kit, minus the decals. I don't believe you've got the decals for it. So we're going to put this back in here. We're going to pull this out to the side, and then we're going to just focus on this kit now, and I want to look at this instruction sheet later. So we're going to go ahead and pull this box open. Now we've seen all the differences on the outside. We're just going to go ahead and take a look. And as with any Johan kit, guys, we got to guess the color. We got to guess the color of the model. So go ahead and take a guess real quick. We'll open it up. Obviously, I know what it is, but see if you can guess. So here we go. We're going to pop the top off. Again, this was factory sealed, and I just cut the plastic off of the bottom. Here was another difference, guys, as I interrupt myself. The 70s box, the brown cardboard, this box, the white cardboard. That's why it got me thinking that this is not really a vintage kit after all. So we're going to pull this top off, set that back there, and check it out, guys. Well, it is blue. Check it out. Now, this is kind of interesting, guys, and I guess some of these, I don't know all about it, but I guess some of these did have maybe both options for clear and the tinted glass. But this one here, the full windshield back window is tinted along with the side glass there. So that's one thing there. And look at this. Check this out, guys. This was in the box now. Vacuum formed windshield, rear window, headlight lenses, and some optional domes for optional different builds there. So I thought that very, very odd that they would have vacuum formed glass instead of just having this form in the clear glass. So that was interesting to me. So we'll set that to the side as well. And then, of course, the kit is bagged up. I think the earlier kits, I don't think Johan bagged them. They just put them in the box like that. But this is bagged up, so everything is still in there. Doesn't look too bad. There's a good bit of flash, like you got some flash here. Flash around this back window, so there is a good little bit of cleanup on this kit. But man, I just love that body, guys. That is just so cool. The four-door. This is what I loved about the old Johan stuff, guys, is the subject. I think I mentioned it before, just the subject material that they use. Look at that, just a four-door car. Pretty cool. You could build that as just like a regular get-around-town car. So we'll set that to the side, and we'll see what all we got in here. And we're going to get to the bottom of this pretty quick. Here's the chrome tree, but look at that, warped. The light bar is actually warped right there, but I think once that's off of the sprue, that will straighten up. So kind of interesting. A lot of heavy flash on the grill. That's going to take some doing to get that off. It looks fairly thick. So there's not, and then it got a little pucky right here. So that'll have to be touched up as well. But so we got the chrome tree. And then we got 4 tires. So we got the 4 tires in here. And of course our 2 different here. This is just like a single red dome light. And then here's this will be like for your light bar on the top, like for the Detroit version, I believe. So there's your red and your blue option for glass parts there. And then here you go, guys. This is where we're getting into it. Even before we look at the instructions, look at this. This was in the box right there. Johan models. Notice the elimination of the hyphen from what the other ones had, as you see on the box there. But on the box, they put the hyphen, just like the old kits. So Johan models, 1/25th scale kits, showcases, limited production encore kits, lowriders, curbside, Luxor rods, classic, easy build kits, last chance promos, and look at this, guys, 2002. So this, guys, was a re-release, and it was part of the limited production encore kits. But the other odd thing about this is right here, they list it as a part number GC 1300. So I don't know. I don't know that whole scoop, guys. If you do, let me know why it varied so much, but that was it. And I do remember seeing this one back in the day. And but I don't know if I ever remember seeing this one. But I do remember the Comet. And I think also maybe the Barracuda, like the old Sox and Martin, but as like a pro street, quote unquote, version. So the old rescue ambulance there. So the little Rambler wagon. So just as different things here they had going on. These were all curbside, I believe. Yeah, curbsides right there. So that little flyer in there. So that explains a couple things. And then the decal sheet with this is completely different than the original. Now, I don't have an example because Chip didn't have any of the decals in his kit. But there are decals here for each of those on the side. It's got the New York, the Chicago, and the Los Angeles. The Los Angeles is really hard to see, but it would be this one right up here. So, pretty nice decal sheet. And look at that, guys. They even give you the decals for the instrument cluster. So cool. I love when they do that. So, I don't know. That's pretty neat right there. And there you go, 2002, Johan LLC, Plymouth Fury Police, GC 300. There it is again. So there's the decal sheet. Now, the instruction sheet, there's one I'm going to do a little comparison. And I'll put this back in the box. I'll put these tires back in here temporarily. So, let's put the chrome tree back in. All right, get this back out of the way. 1 second, guys. Okay, so, and guys, I'm trying to go through this a little bit on the quick side because I don't want to burn up a whole lot of, I don't want this to be a super, super long video, so I'm trying to hurry here the best I can, but be thorough. Now, right here, I found 68 Plymouth Police Pursuit. This on the top, guys, explains the difference in all of this. It appears like, it says, welcome to the new Johan. When we purchased Johan from the previous owner, we had some great plans for this kit. Add a 6-cylinder engine, molded in white, have clear glass and lenses, correct the deck lid lettering, etc. When the trucks arrived to move the tooling, the car tool had mysteriously disappeared, so on and so forth. If you guys want to pause on that, pause and maybe zoom in on that. But I guess a lot of the molds did come up missing, and I don't know if this is when Okie Spaulding got involved. I don't know all that, so I'm not going to make a definite statement on that. But anyway, they did some correcting. They said they corrected the instructions for that, and this was a limited run of less than 2,000 kits. So they used, apparently, a lot of the kits that they already had stamped out, and then they just made some changes that they said had vastly improved the kit. So, but anyway, that's the scoop on that. So this was under, and again, I don't understand when all the Seville Enterprises and all that took over. I don't really know that full chronologically how that took place. But anyway, and it looks here like, it looks like most of these drawings, it looks like most of the drawings are actually pretty much the same thing, just reprinted. So there's your, would be like your, more like your original sheet. And there's your, don't knock the camera over first, and there's your copy. So pretty much the new, and then they've just added, like for your painting your engine and everything. So I think that's the improvements that they're talking about there. And then like they just give you paint, like I said, painting techniques there. They've added the decal for the instrument cluster. Again, just added them to the same drawing. So, and then over here, again, same drawings, guys. They've just added different things. Talks about now your vacuum formed windows and how to install those and everything. And so, and then there, of course, your Plymouth letters for the tailgate would not have been on the original. So pretty interesting, I found, guys. And there is the vacuum formed parts, and they those were actually made by R&D Unique. And I think I remember hearing about those back when. But I do not remember this kit, guys, from the early 2000s. Of course, our daughter was young, doing a lot of young dad things, family things, and stuff like that. So I really wasn't building a whole lot in that time frame. So, but that's pretty much the scoop, guys. So that answered the question on why the difference is on the box. And you know, after I found this out, guys, I was not disappointed. Initially when I first bid on it, I thought I was getting an original, like mid 70s release. But here, come to find out, it's only about 22 years old, which still in a way is sort of vintage. But it was sealed, factory sealed, never been built, still in the bags. So I'm pleased with that. So give me a second, guys. I'm going to throw this stuff back in here, and I'll be right back. All right, guys. So I did figure, though, off camera there, I went ahead and opened the bag and took this body out. I figure it at least worthy of looking at this this body, this really cool 68 Plymouth four-door body. Pretty neat stuff. Like I said, very unique. You just don't see models like this anymore. But like I said, a lot of flash, can be a lot of cleanup, but nonetheless, you take your time. Will come out looking really good. Look at this, guys. Look at the flash on this chassis. You got to take it all out of these. The K member there, it looks like. A little bit back here. That's actually part of a runner. But anyway, and then this interior, just an interesting little side note. Actually, those are two-door door panels. So pretty interesting. No arm pulls or window cranks on the back panel. But you know what? You're building scale, you go for illusion. No big deal. Most of the time you get a car built up, that stuff doesn't really stand out that much anyway. So, and then I guess the story with the glass, they already had a bunch of these popped out, I guess, that hadn't sold or whatever, and they was in the tinted, so that's why they ended up going with R&D Unique to vacuum form them some clear glass. So if I build this one up, I got the choice whether I want to try to go ahead and use these, just cut these out, install them, or just go with the tinted glass. So we'll make that decision. No immediate plans to build this in the immediate future, but guys, it is old Johann molds, so I am glad to have it in the stash. And once again, put this stuff back after. Oh, and let's take one more fast look at those decals, and then we'll get you out of here. So pretty nice, guys. There's even give you a Johann Models decal. Little stained, but I think maybe we might still be able to use them. If not, we take a photocopy and maybe get them reprinted. So, all right, guys, there it is. The Johann 1968 police car. And once again, thank you, Chip, for loaning me this kit to do the video. I appreciate it. Did a little comparison there and seeing the differences. So, guys, that's all I've got for this one. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please give me a like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And again, the show coming up at Apollo this Sunday, June 30th. If you're in this local area and you can make it, I hope to see you there. So with that being said, I'm going to close it on out. So this is Eric from Eric's Model Garage. You guys have a great day. God bless you, and happy modeling.